Hey everyone, Bern here from BernStoneTV Gaming, back with another money-making tip for Albion Online, and welcome to the 4th episode of the Billionaire Project. In this video, I will teach you how I made 2.8 million silver profit with weapon enchanting, and of course, my main money-making method, resource refining. Now, by just looking at the thumbnail, you might think this is just another tier 3 resource refining method similar to the two previous videos, but in this series, I always try to find new pieces of information to keep it really interesting. Last week, I briefly talked about resource refining in personal islands to save silver and in turn make more profit. In this video, using tier 3 leather as an example, I will further explain why it is more profitable to refine tier 3 resources in your island in cases where the usage fee in the city is just too high. Before we do that though, let me update you on the goal of this series, which is to give away a total of 1 billion silver to my viewers. So far, I've handed out 36.7 million to 6 lucky players, and 13.7 of which will be given away at the end of the video. So stay tuned until the end of the video to know if you won this week's raffle. Last week's video was again my best so far in terms of stats. That's the reason why I'm giving away a ridiculous amount of silver this week. So make sure to join these weekly raffles to get a chance to win a ton of silver. With that being said, roll the intro and let's get into it. The first method that I'm going to teach you is weapon enchanting. Don't worry, you don't need to have high specs in weapon crafting to do this method. In fact, you don't need any mastery or spec in crafting at all to do this. All you need is a keen eye to be able to manipulate the marketplace. I always make sure that most of my viewers have the chance to follow my methods, whether they are new or they are veteran players. You may not be able to do it in the scale that I do, but since my methods are based on percentage profit, you can still do it in any scale that you are currently able. That's actually what makes my methods work. So the first thing that I did for this method was to place a buy order for tier 4 flat fallen staffs. I chose this weapon because there was a big price gap between a flat 4 and a 4.2. And also, fallen staffs are probably the most commonly used healing weapon in the game for group dungeons in all zones because it's really effective. To be able to enchant a tier 4 two-handed weapon to point 2, you will need 192 tier 4 runes and 192 tier 4 souls. From my previous video, I did mention that you should keep the runes, souls, and relics that you get from dungeons because it can be used to make more silver, and this is that method. I do have a lot of runes, but not enough souls, so I placed a buy order for them for 104 silver each. I realized in the middle of enchanting all of these weapons that I had to buy extra runes for 16 silver each. These runes and souls are pretty heavy, so use a mount with high carrying capacity. I did not have my mammoth with me this time, so I had to make multiple trips to complete everything. I enchanted all of them with the use of the artifact foundry and was able to enchant 72 pieces. I then sold them all in the marketplace for a total of 2.9 million silver. For this method, I invested 1.6 million silver, which makes the total profit equal to 1.3 million. This is just one example of weapon enchanting, and there are a lot more out there waiting to be discovered. A general rule is to look for items that ramps up in price as the tier goes up. These are most likely artifact weapons, so start searching and make more silver with this method. I will probably share more of my favorites in the future videos, so make sure you are subscribed and ring that notification bell so you will be one of the first to know about my money making methods when they come out every Monday when the server resets. Now let's move on to one of my main money making method, resource refining. This week we are going to refine tier 3 leather. I have created a video about this specific money making method in the past, and it is actually one of my most popular videos so far, but this time I am going to utilize one of my guildmates' personal island to refine the raw materials. I briefly talked about this in the previous episode of the Billionaire Project because of the continuous rise of usage fee on refining stations. This is especially true for tanners in Martlock. Do note that the island that I'm going to use is based in Martlock, so I still get the refining bonus of the city, but a bit lower. The advantage of refining tier 3 resources in islands is it is basically free. There is no food capacity reduction when refining tier 3 or lower. This makes it more profitable when usage fees in the cities are just too high. I will get into more details and examples in a separate video because I don't want this episode to be 20 minutes long or something. So to the ones who want to learn the concept and calculation, click the first link in the description below that like button. For this trade, I placed a buy order for tier 2 and tier 3 hides in Limhurst, where it was the cheapest when I was recording this video. I was able to buy them for 22 and 36 silver each. Another important note to consider is that the prices of materials in every city changes every day. So to fully take advantage of this method, I check all the prices in every city to know where to buy the raw materials and where to sell the refined resources. After my buy orders have been completed, I transported all of them in an island in Martlock to refine everything. Huge thanks by the way to Blind Archers for letting me use one of his alts island for this specific video. Overall, I was able to refine 25 stacks of tier 3 leather, which I then transported to Fort Sterling, where I saw an opportunity to sell everything for 127 silver each. For this specific trade, I invested 1.6 million silver and I got back 3.1 million, which makes the overall profit equal to 1.5 million silver. To address some comments in my previous videos, if you don't have a mammoth, which I assume most of you don't have yet, you can start with an ox, or if you have enough silver, a grizzly bear to start using this method. Do check out my first videos to know how you can maximize your carrying capacity to earn more silver per trip. If you have other questions about money making methods, make sure to leave them in the comment section so I can answer them. Alright, now to the portion of the video where I destroy my silver bank. This week we are going to give away 13.7 million silver, and I decided to split the price and give it to 2 winners. The first winner in this week's raffle is xGARGARENSISx. Congratulations to you, my friend. And the next winner, who will win 6.85 million silver, is Moonriel. Congratulations to both of our winners. Make sure to check your in-game mail to know how to claim your prize. If you did not win though, do not worry because this is the Billionaire Project, where I hand out a ton of silver each and every week. To enter this week's raffle, all you have to do is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your in-game name along with your total fame in the comment section below. For me, that will be BernStoneTV and 192 million. That's it. After you've done all of that, you are qualified to win the next week's raffle. To those who are new to the channel, you guys actually get to decide how much I give away each and every week. And the formula for that is the number of watch time in minutes this video gets, multiplied by the number of likes. So make sure to share this video with your friends to increase the overall price. So that's the entire video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. But until then, this has been Bernard from BernStoneTV Gaming saying do something you love every single day. I'll see you in the next episode of the Billionaire Project. Peace!